live. We're going live. We're going live. Hey, everybody. Happy Amazon Prime Day. It's Charlie Grace with Charlie Grace Adventures. I am so happy to be here. I have been wanting this day for so long. There's so many really cool things out there that I cannot wait to share with you. So I figured let's just do this live. I love having a live show. We're going to do this. So if you have any comments or questions, please put them in the chat. Put a question mark beside them and I'll try to answer them as best as possible. If you're watching a replay and you have a question for me, you can also put it in the description below, or we're streaming on Facebook. We're streaming on YouTube today. So let's just get right down to it. Let's talk about these deals. Okay, here we go. Okay, first off, first thing you need to know is this. I have an amazing Amazon page. Now, what that means is that I have worked really hard to curate some things that I use, some things that I love, and things that I think would be of interest to you that would be amazing as you're traveling, camping, RVing, things like that. So I dropped the link in the chat so you guys can see it. It's also in the description. But a lot of these things are on sale today. That doesn't always happen. So that's why we're going to talk about it right now. So let's go to the first one. Let's see what we got here because this is important. So I have a whole section just on Prime deals, and let's start off with that, right? So number one, if you are a person who is still using a lock and key on your RV, this might be something to think about. Okay, this is a really, really nice thing. So this is the RV lock, compact RV lock, keyless entry with remote. Now it's on sale for $119. It's usually $149. So you're going to save a little bit of money, which is nice. So it's a really handy thing. And I'm going to do, see if I wonder if I can move it to that. Dun, dun, dun. Let me stop screen sharing. Let me see if I can move it over to the other screen. Ooh la la. Let's see if we can get that going because I want to make sure you guys can see this really big. Okay. There we go. Now we're talking. Awesome. Okay. So really good deal. The reason why I like these, okay, I just want to give you my heads up on why I like these is one, people lose their keys. That's number one. Number two, if you have a pet and they're in your RV and you go out for dinner, hiking, whatever, you can always change the code. Sometimes you do it that way as opposed to giving someone an extra key. Just a thought, want to bring it up. So let's say hi to some people there in the chat right now. I see my friend Deborah's here. Hey, Deborah, thanks for being here. And She-Devil, hey, there you go. Bring on the deals. Girlfriend, let me tell you what. It's a good deal it's a good day for deals. So just want to show you guys a few of these things. So this is a good one. Really, really like that one. Okay, let's go to the next one. Dun, da, da, da. Now, if you are into energy, let's just talk about this for a second. And every RVer that I know, every camper that I know loves good energy. So let me share. Blue Eddy has a really good deal today. And when I say a good deal, I mean a good deal. So if you're looking to buy any Blue Eddy products, today's the day to do it. Okay. Because they have some massive slashing on a lot of these products. This is one I currently have. Love this. Excuse me, tickle my throat. So take a look at this and see if you have any questions in the chat, and I'll be right back. I am right back. I had to get a drink. So I carry a Blue Eddy with me at all times. I don't care if you have a bazillion watts of energy in your RV, in your camper, car, whatever you want to call it. These are super, super, super handy. So I use it when I'm going out places. If your house loses electricity, which mine has for a few days, these are just really handy. Now they come in lots and lots of different, what we call wattages. So this one is, let's see, this is the 200. And there's another one that comes with solar panels. So if you want to get the solar panels with it, which is handy, I like the solar panels with it. If you're not just going to plug it, then they have one with one solar panel. And they go in different, just depends on what you want to do. I just highly recommend everybody have a secondary source of power as you're out and about doing things. It says, bring on the deals. That's right. Man, for this price, I'll shop around. Well, you know what? It's really, I'll tell you what. Let me just say this. It was, what do we say, 1,600? Something crazy. Yeah, $16.99 down to $6.99. That's a 59% drop. That's a huge deal. So if you're thinking about getting a Blue Eddy, and you know my friend Johnny who does Midwest Van Life, she loves her Blue Eddies too. So just put it out there. Put it out there for everyone to take a look at. All right, let's keep going. Let's look at some more stuff. What do we have that's in the Prime deal today? If you are not into Blue Eddies, but you are also into EcoFlows. Now, EcoFlow is another company. They are very fantastic, and I know quite a few people have EcoFlows. Let me present that so you guys can see this, what it looks like up close and personal. These are a little more on the pricey side. This one's normally $2,700. This was $1,694. Now, these are great, and I'll tell you why. They're plug and play. They're super easy to do. I know people who have them in trailers, people who use them for their houses. 3,600 watts. That's a lot. That is a lot to use out there. You could recharge things with them. You could do the solar panels too. Once again, a really good deal. So I wanted to bring up the big ticket items first, because these are things that people spend a lot of money on. And if I can get you the best savings, let's go there first, right? I love this idea. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Let's go back and see what else we have. I love this. This is so much fun. I love doing this. So I have a list. Let me go back here. Here we are. Some of my camping favorites. Now, I gotta tell you, I know this one's not on sale, but I gotta share it because I have been using this more than I could ever imagine. This is one of those things I've got running right now in my shower stall because I love this thing. It's one of these little portable camping fans. They're super handy, and I really like them. Now, they're 36. I think they're probably going to go on sale maybe a little later, so just an idea, but you can find these things. I love them. Absolutely love them. And I don't know, let me just get the link for that specifically because I think it's cool. And we'll put it in the chat. This is one of the things you might want to just put in your shopping cart, and down the road think about getting that. It comes apart, really easy to carry, super easy to maintain and charge. Great for tents, great for RVs, great for like bedrooms sometimes. Even if you need an extra fan or in your bathroom, I use it in my bathroom. And as you can see right there, it comes apart, even the blades, and you just put in your backpack and you're good to go. I love this thing. Absolutely love it. I think it's really cool. Deborah says, nothing is going down on imported components that only go up. That's true. Very good point. Things are not as, yeah, I know. We're going to have to get what we need to get, right? Whew, scary about that. Okay, let's stop sharing that. Let's go to the next thing. Ooh, I love this. Okay, next we have one of my buddies who I just adore, and I cannot say nothing bad about. If you need any kind of liquefied product, and you know what I mean when I say liquefied, right? So let me share my screen. Liquefied products are treatment products for your black tank, for your gray tank. It's an enzyme power. So if you are looking to get one, it's Matt's RV Reviews team. They're fantastic. Matt and Will, they're just awesome out there. But it helps with breaking down the waste, prevents odors, and it's made in the USA. So gotta love this. It's on sale. You get 15% off today. So check out Liquefied. If you don't have it already, you know, as Matt will talk about, you know, getting your prime pooping position. But they have, let's see, they've got, this is, I want to try, I have not tried their purple. Which one's this one? This is the black tank holding tank digester. Love that one. That's lavender scent. I normally get the orange one. Orange one's the one I typically use. So if you haven't tried it, try it. See if you like it. I love it. I've had no problems with it. So way to go, Matt. Very proud of you guys for having that stuff out there. Okay, let's see. Where are we going next? Let me stop sharing my screen. Oh my gosh, so many cool things out there. Let's go back and see. I know it's on for sale. Oh my gosh, here's another great thing for sale. If you go back in all of my, interviews back in the day, I had a wonderful couple who wrote a book. It's called USA RV Adventures, 25 Epic Routes. That's on sale today for 38% off for $16. Now, true story. Hold on, guys. I go right over here. Keep talking. Ready for this? Look what I have. I have my very own copy. I love this book. Fantastic book. They did a great job of going through and documenting places to stay, things to do, dog-friendly adventures. This is a fantastic book. So if you're ever thinking about taking an adventure, you want to take the trip planning out of it and just, you know, go with some tried and true things, this is the book to own. I love this book. Really cool. So on sale, something to think about. All right. Let me get the link for that. Let me see what we have here. And I'll drop that one in the chat so you guys can take a look at that. This is the this is the USA RV Adventures. Okay. There you go. putting it out there for everybody so you guys can take a look at. Try to make things as easy as possible for my friends who are watching live. So there you go. I'll give you the link. Cha-ching, ka-chow. All right, let's go. Let me remove this. And let me go back here and see what else is on sale in my awesome list. Now, I will share this. So I have lists of all the things that I have ever bought and things that I've tried and reviewed, and I've tried to put them together for you. So as you can see, I have my whole camping favorites list, and some things that we just talked about. The liquefied RV treatment is on sale, Prime Day deal. The book is on sale, Prime Day deal. I love these things. So I'm going down. I'm sort of seeing what's on Prime Day. Ooh, look at this. The fire pit's on sale. That's pretty handy. Let's take a look at that, shall we? I think that's a great idea. All right, let me share that screen. Let's take a look. Dun, dun, dun. Clicking as best as I can here, guys. All right, so outdoor living portable propane fire pit, 19 inches. So it's on sale for $87. And, oh, Rosie, get down. Thank you. Rosie's looking for something else here. These are really handy to have, especially if you go places where they have, fire. You have to have propane fire as opposed to any kind of other, like you can have a wood fire, things like that. I really like the ease of putting these together. Now, you have to have a space to carry this. This is where it gets a little on the sticky side. If you don't have that kind of space, it takes up a lot of room. So for my bigger RV friends or people who own trucks, they're easy to carry. But for my van lifers, these could be a bit on the harsh side. So just a thought, but take a look at that. See if that's something that you're interested in. All right, let's go to the next one. And what could possibly be next? I don't know. Let me see. We'll keep going through the list here. Oh, I know what's a good one that we all need. Okay, this is good. When you have to hook up to water, this is something absolutely everybody needs. If you do not have a water pressure regulator, this is something on your must-have list. And the fact that they're on sale today, 17% off, really handy. This is the RV pressure regulator valve. It's brass, lead-free adjustable, water pressure reducer gauge. I love this. I'm going to get this link. I'm going to put it in the chat because everybody needs to have one of these if you don't have one. Now, I will say this. Sometimes you might want to have two because if you're on the road, things happen. So I'm not saying what, but just sometimes people can drive over these things. I wouldn't say who that would be, but always screw them on, take them off, put them away. Don't leave them on the ground. It happens. So very, very good idea to have one of these. So $23.99. Check it out if you need one. Now you know where to go. Perfect. All right, Rosie, let me get Rosie ready. Let's take a look at this. And let's go to our next one. Let me stop sharing there. Let's see what else is on for sale on Prime Day. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's go to some of my other fun little lists. Those are some of my camping favorites. Let's look at some of my tiny living essentials because tiny living essentials are really handy to have, and you never know what's going to be on sale. And I love, and when I say love, I don't know how to explain this. It is a surreal moment that I can say I love a trash can, but I love this trash can. Because I use it all the time. I have it in my current rig, and I didn't know anything about this, but now I don't know how I could live without it. So this is a fantastic trash can because it gives you these little things that you can put it on over a cabinet. You can put it on a wall. It's just easy to work with. The lid comes out like that, and that's exactly how I move it to my kitchen when I'm working and cooking breakfast and stuff. This is $20.39. It's 15% off. Really, really cool. It has a flip-up lid and a slide-down lid. Now, I've had mine for a year, which is interesting to say. There's an adhesive hook that you can put on the wall, which is what I did on my RV, and I have the hook that goes on the door. Super, super awesome. So if you do not have one of these, and you're looking for a small garbage can that you could set on the floor, put on the wall, put on the cabinet, I'm just going to say these are the best things since sliced bread. I love these things. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat so you guys can have that. And you can take a look at that. Put in your shopping cart. Things happen. Like I said, these are Prime Day deals. So whether you get them today, tomorrow, whenever, just put them in there so it may go down some more. I don't know. It's always nice to have them in there. Let's see. Hey, there's Justin and Christina's RV Van Life. Good to see you guys. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining. We're just going through some of the cool Prime deals specifically for RV and camping and travel life. I think it's a great idea. So we had that garbage can, but it was a little too small for us. Well, you know what? I get it. I have a garbage can like in my living space and one in my bathroom, and it works. It works for me. I love it. Love it, love it. Because it is small, because I take it out more often. That's the other thing. Or you can get like a trash room, put the trash in there and then put the trash in the back. I'm just in areas where there are a lot of bears. Yeah, a lot of bears and things like that where you got to have everything contained. So this comes in handy. Super handy. All right, let me go back. Let me stop sharing that one. Here we go. Here we go. Promethean and Pickharden for the bugs. I know. We're not there yet, dude. We're getting all excited. You guys have really, really cool things. We're going through my lists. So let me stop sharing this one. So garbage can for the win. And let me see. Let me go to the next one. Ooh, what could possibly be on sale again here? I'm going through. Okay. Now, cleaning products. Sometimes you need just a good old-fashioned lint brush. And if you're like me, you probably clean up all the time in your rig. So let me share my screen and I'll show you what I found, what I have. I have a car cleaner duster. Now, you're thinking, why do I need that? You'd be surprised how much you would use these things for everything. Just especially if you have a dog that you travel with on the road, really handy, getting in little crevices and on the dash and stuff like that. Just really, really handy. So we're gonna say hi to some people. Michelle Henry, hey, how's it going? Very nice to see you. And Justin Christina said the water pressure regulator is definitely a must-have when going to campgrounds. Oh yeah, and when you know on those things, don't you? Because all of a sudden you turn on and it's like a gush of, it's going to burst all your pipes and who knows what. Yeah, really super handy. So I have one of these. I love this. I have a packing cube that I put all of my cleaning supplies in, and I put this in my packing cube. It's super handy. So I love that. And there's my friend Floss. Hey Floss, how you doing? Good to see you. We're just going through some of the Amazon Prime deals and then dropping them in the chat. And if you don't see them in the chat, I did put a link in the description of the link where my curated lists are, and including the Prime Day deals, if I can talk. So you guys can take a look at that. These are things I put in my cart, then when they go on sale, time to get them. Love this. And Tom's Travels is here, or Turnbull's Travels. Good to see you guys. Hi from Vermont. Thanks. Love having friends coming on over. So let me stop sharing there and let's see what the next thing is going to be. What could it possibly be? Oh my. Let me go back. Ooh, here we go. Who doesn't love good storage and organizer stuff, right? Everybody loves that. So let me share my screen. Here we go. Now, we use things in RVs for different reasons, but I love these organizers and storage plastic bins to put things in, especially like in the fridge. You can actually use them in cabinets too, but they have lots of different kinds. So there's like 2, 4, 8, 10 packages in, things like that. Now, I am a fan of rope baskets as well. Just depends on your space situation. And of course, these are really good in the fridge. So just a thought. I like these. Let me know if you use anything like this in your rig or in your home. These are great organization things for the home. As you see, I love things organized. It's fantastic. And if you can't see it, you don't know you have it, right? That's why I love these things. Super cool. Really, really neat. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay. Now, I've always said this. What is the one thing that I use the absolute most in my RV? The absolute most. The one thing I use probably 4 times a day. What do you think it is? Scissors. You'd be surprised how many times you grab a pair of scissors in your day trying to get stuff done. So if you do not have a decent pair of scissors, these are pretty handy. I have a pair of scissors up front, a pair of scissors in the back. Things always happen, and organization's key. So a pair of scissors, it's just the way the world works. There we go. Everybody said hi. Justin Christina's like, organization is always good, and especially in smaller rigs. Amen. Yeah, I do use toilet paper. Probably use that a lot too. But yeah, scissors are fantastic. Just got to have a decent pair of scissors. I'll be checking out the rest later, but hubby's car hubby's car and going into the shop, which means I have to go get him or not. That's okay. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. All right, let me stop sharing that. Let's see what the next item is. I feel like I'm talking Price is Right. The next item, let me share my actual, let me go back here and go to our whole storefront so you guys can follow along if you want to. I will drop that link in the chat so you guys can go, oh, that's what she's looking at. That's where she's going. Have fun, Deborah. We'll be here hanging out, just shopping, having fun, because that's what we do, right? All right, here we go. Let me share my screen. And our next category, let's go with our next category, is traveling with pets. That's a good one. I like that one. Now, you know how much I love, and I really do love, these cushions. Let me see if I'll pull them up real quick. These cushions the cushion covers, I should say, are super, super handy. Now, I have one behind me right here. Super handy. And they're just a light texture, like a little chenille kind of thing. And they are a godsend for pets. Just fantastic, easy peasy to clean, waterproof. She jumps on my dirty paws. Guess what? I take it off, throw it in the wash. I'm good to go. I have like tan. I think I got the tan one the first time. And then what else did I get? I think I got the green one, the moss one. I like that one too. So they come in lots of different shapes and sizes. And it'll tell you exactly what the dimensions are. So you just got to measure your cushions ahead of time. That's the key. And then it just goes right on. Super easy. It just has elastic fit. So, it's just going to snug those cushions really easily, or you could tuck it. And then just like that, it just works. And if you've got kids or grandkids even, I think these are a great idea. I think this is probably one of the coolest things around. That everyone, if you don't have one, you want to think about getting. So I'm going to drop that link in the chat, because that's something that I would say, I'm going to say cushion covers. If I can spell it right. And then put that in there. There you go. Love these. Love these. Super easy, super awesome. That's right. They're like cushion covers. I know. And, a lot of these RVs don't have the best upholstery to begin with. Let's be honest. So, it just takes once for a kid or a dog with nails to dig into them, and they're toast. This has been a really big, helpful thing. Turnbull says, I got these cushions for my spreckles after you recommended them. Love how they brighten up my space. Yeah, you could change your color. Have some fun. It doesn't always have to be neutral. Could be you could spice it up and have some fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll go orange. Maybe I'll do something really fun. Let's take a look at this orange one, because it looks bright. Let's see how bright it looks. Let me go over here. That looks fun. You can make it cheery. You could do something really cool. You could also do, oops, go back here. You could also do even a pink. Who knows? The light blue looks cute. That looks really neat. Maybe have a beach vibe, a cottage beach vibe going on for the summertime. That might be the way you sort of it'd be a cute way of, decorating your rig, even for the holidays. That'd be fun too. Just a thought. Yeah, I love these things. Love these things. Let's see. Cushion, yeah. My dog sheds like crazy. When able, I have been thinking about getting a van. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? My dog sheds like crazy too. I just vacuum all day, wipe her down, do the best I can, and just make sure that you keep your, if you have an RV, your indoor air filters clean, especially for your AC, because that will actually cause more strain and stress on your AC unit. So just try to keep that as clean as possible. Okay. Did Aaron just jump in here? Where is Aaron? Oh, Aaron Jemison came in. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Thanks for being here. Hope you're having fun. Yeah, we're talking about certain things specifically for, traveling with pets and Amazon Prime deals, but we've already gone through some of the big ones. The big ones, of course, are the energy ones today, guys. If you're looking to buy a Blue Eddy or an EcoFlow or anything like that, today's the day to get it, because we're talking over 50% off on some of the stuff. It's big. It's big. And I'm dropping links in the chat, so best I can do. Okay, and Giant Lightning says, hey, all this came up to my attention now. I'm not going to miss Charlie. Oh, you're so sweet. I appreciate it. Well, we're shopping. We're having fun on Amazon Prime Day, right? There's a lot of things out there that people are going to show you and put on lists. I'm giving you things that I have specifically used, that I really like, things that works for me. And I can say, if you get it, I feel comfortable with you getting, or just stick it in your shopping cart for when you have money down the road, something like that. Okay, let's see. What is next? Let's go back to our list here. Ooh, okay. All right. I will say this, if you don't have this and you have a dog, it's time. It's time. For your safety and for your dog's safety, it is time for you to finally get the harness and the latch that either gets buckled in or through the seatbelt so that you can have a little bit of safety for you and your pet. I just got done talking to someone about this, and it's really important that we, you wouldn't put your newborn just rolling around the back seat, right? Or you wouldn't put a baby right by your airbags in the front when things go. It's really important that we do this too. So it's on sale. It's $9. It's really cheap. It's 43% off. No excuse, guys. No excuse. So if you have a pet, just something to think about, and take a look at these. I really like this one. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for this because this is one of those things I wholeheartedly get behind, and you guys can think about how you want to do it. If you have something like that, great. And I'll call it the dog seatbelt safety. And then put that in there so you guys can take a look at that at your leisure, and put that in your cart. If you know someone who travels with a pet and they don't have them harnessed in, and they can't work in it, they can't be in a crate or something like that, Rosie Bell has this. 100% agree on these. I love, love, love. Okay, who just jumped in here? Roads of Life. Hey, I didn't know you were live. Well, guess what? I'm live. It's Amazon Prime Day. We're shopping. We're having fun. I'm dropping all the deals so you guys can know what things are, because I think this is really important. A lot of people just make a little list. We're going to go through them one by one. I think it's a lot of fun. Now, not everything in my cart that I've got on my Amazon page is deals. I'm going through the deals here. That's the difference. Okay, don't like dog hair. If you don't like dog hair, get a poodle. Good point. Schnauzer, Airedale, any other dog with hair and not fur. But I do understand if you already have a dog, because I would have never given mine up. Yeah, I know. Mine is actually part Airedale Terrier, but she definitely sheds. So it's the lab. It's totally the lab. All right, let's keep going. Any more good comments? Let me go backwards. Oh, Michelle says, oh my gosh, I need that for my dog. I know. Super handy. Okay, order like 4 or 5 things. Okay, Deborah, enjoy. Have fun. Have a great day. Go pick up that buddy. There's John Chalker. How are you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for being here. Okay, let's keep going, guys. So, dog safety. Gotta love it. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let's go back and see what else is on sale. Whew, oh my gosh. I don't think you guys need a big playpen, but you never know. If you want a big playpen, those are on sale too. Oh, I got one. This is a good one. Okay. People ask me about this all the time when I go out, especially in the evenings when it's dark out. It gets dark out really early. You need to light up your pet. When I say light up your pet, I mean this is a light up leash. I really like this. I get a lot of comments on this when I take my dog out in this. So it's 15% off. It's $11. And as you can see, it's super easy. It's a nice leash. It's a very nice leash. And it's rechargeable. And it just glows. And it's really cool. And if you don't have anything on the dog, it looks like you're walking an invisible dog at night. But it's good to have something on your dog too. But lots of it's just super handy. I love this thing. Now they also have, let's see, let me go here. They've got a rope one, which is a little different. Don't mind that one. And then they have different colors. So if you want orange, let me go back here. I have orange or red or like a pink. And you can do, of course, the collar too, which is nice. So this is a really fun thing to have. Highly recommend these. Had something like this. Oh my gosh. Had this for a few years. I think I originally got the first one at a Buc-ee's, ironically. And then I ordered one from Amazon after that because I was like, this is pretty cool. These are really, really, really handy. I love this. Roads of Life is like, thumbs up, guys. Absolutely. Yeah, it is funny, Floss. It is funny, but it's just sort of cute because all of a sudden you're like, yeah. And I've actually, okay, I will admit to this. I've used this once at a campground when it got dark really early. I used it to put around me like a sash because I was riding my bike and you couldn't really see me in the dark. So it's multi-purpose. I'll just put it to you like that. I've used not the collar part, but just the leash part, right? It was a neat idea because you got to be visible at night. That's important. All right, let me stop sharing my screen. Let's go on to the next one, shall we? I love finding deals for you guys. This is like shopping without, all the fun. Okay, this is going to be the toughie. This is in my RV and camper van essentials. Okay, this is a really big list of things, and I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at here. And here we go. Now, I have 87 items currently in here. I'm in the process of adding more. Okay. Certain things will be on sale. Certain things will not be on sale. Something I think everyone should have if they have any propane is this gas stop. It's not on sale, but it's worth whatever it costs to have one. It will really help you out if you have propane. If you have a leak, it'll stop it right at the source. Love that. Let's go through. We already talked about our Liquify being on sale. For you guys who have vans, for my van friends, let's talk about this lovely open glass sliding door thing. So give me a second here. And we'll show that. We'll get a big one so you guys can see what it looks like. Oops, there we go. Click the wrong button. Here we go. Now, when I had a van, this is exactly what I had pretty much on my sliding door. So you find the place where you want your door to open, and it'll just like rock in and cradle in that spot, and so it'll stay open. So if you like your door open like halfway, I'll give you an example here. So if you're out camping and you don't want your dog to go all the way out, or you have a little space, it's great for fresh air, but not the whole entire thing. Really, really handy. I love this. Not very hard to install. Matter of fact, when I did mine, I will admit this, I didn't do mine by myself. Giant's Journey, Midwest Van Builders, we had it. She helped me install it. It was really cool. So I'm really happy that we did it together. That was a lot of fun. But it's just handy to have. Really just a handy little thing. And it's not that hard to do. But if you just want to open up your van a little bit and not the whole way and have it stop, it's super handy and easy to do. It's only $23. So there you go for my van people. Just a thought. Broken Nomad says, better you than me. It's handy. I'm telling you, if you have a van, it's a handy thing. All right, let me stop sharing my screen. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, it could possibly also be on sale. I love this stuff. Here we go. Something everyone also needs. If you don't have one, I'm sure myself and Broken Nomad will tell you about this one. Ready, guys? Does everybody have a weather radio? You need to have a weather radio. Now, I will admit mine is lime green, just like that, so I can find it. It's on sale today for $28. It's 20% off, and you can give it any color you want. This is the one I like because it's a hand crank with a solar charger, so it gives you lots of options. And you can also, it has a USB. So just in case you have it sitting somewhere and you haven't had an opportunity to charge it or things like that, it gives you lots of options there. I'm going to drop that link because this is really important, especially with the weather things we've been learning about. I hate to bring up Texas, but Texas was scary, and if we can avoid people being, in that kind of situation again, yeah, we don't want to have that happen again. If you know a weather radio, got to get one. It should just be a must. So let me see. We got some comments here. I was thinking Kevin needs a pen to keep him outro. It's a thought. I could see that one. I was thinking that was a weather rope. No, it's not a weather rope. Geez, you guys are killing me. I don't have a weather radio. After growing up in Oklahoma, you would think I learned to get one. Yeah, it's a little scary over there sometimes. Oklahoma, Nebraska, Kansas, big storms. And now that I'm literally just, where my location is, I'm up in the Rocky Mountains, and I could see that, it's pretty wild. The weather changes on a dime. So all 4 seasons in one day, these things are really handy to have. So let me know in your comments below which one you guys like the best. Would you want the lime green one? Are you looking for like the yellow one? There's a red one. I think some have the digital readout, which is nice. This one has like the cell phone jack, so you can charge things if you need. Really handy. This one's a little bit more. This one's $37, I believe, $37. But it is still on sale for 15% off. So take a look at them. If you like them, get them, stick them in your shopping cart. Something really hot. Okay, Johnny says he wants a basic black. Totally fine. I love that. Thanks, Charlie. Just put that weather radio in my cart. I'm so happy. I'm glad you guys are getting one. I really am, because I'm really concerned about my friends out there. And when things like that happen, I start texting people. I start putting out things going, check in. Is everybody okay? I need to know what everybody's doing. Speaking of friends, hey, bud, yo, let's spend more money. Hey, I'm just trying to keep you safe. I'm trying to give you a deal, okay? Because if you're going to get it anyways, I believe thou shalt not, spend more money than you have to. So this is important, right? They don't have purple. You're right. They don't have purple. What is wrong with these people? When they need a purple one, don't they? But they do have that really cool red one. I like the red. Like I said, mine is lime green. Ooh la la. So I can find it in the middle of the night if I need it. Yeah, very cool. True, I just bought a water heater. See? And when you need things, you need it. It's nice when you can get a little bit of discount. I'm telling you. Okay. So I dropped that one in the chat. All right, let me keep going here. Let me stop sharing there. Let me go down through my awesome curated list here of things. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. What do we need? What do we need? What is on sale? Oh, here's a good one. Before I say that out loud, I'm going to keep going. If you haven't tried this, you might want to consider it. And I'll tell you why. It is something that I've used for a while now, and it's come in handy more than you can imagine. I like laundry soap, but this is really handy. And I actually got turned on to this, believe it or not, when I was with Erin Jemison in Amana, Iowa, back in the day. I thought I had laundry soap with me, and I didn't. And my camping neighbor said, "Oh, well, you could have one of these." And she gave me like a little dryer. It looked like a dryer sheet, but it's actually laundry soap. So the first thing is it doesn't spill because it's a sheet. It's really, really neat. I love these things. So let me drop the link for this. It's on sale. It's $7.99 for 48 strips. And the way it comes in free and clear or fresh linen. And what it looks like is, per strip, like 1 load, 2 loads for medium load, or 3 strips for medium load. It's really cool. And it's good for all, the high energy machines, dissolves in hot and cold water, gently cleans while producing low suds. I think it's a great idea. I really have loved this concept for a while now. And when you need something, that's environmentally friendly, no mess, things you're not going to like spill. That's a big thing right there, right? Oops. So I can get a link here. There we go. I like these. So I always kept a little one in my, back with my laundry stuff. Is it just in case? So laundry soap. I'll say laundry strips, so you know what it is. There we go. Yeah, just super handy, and they don't spill. Because if you've ever spilled laundry soap, you know how hard it is to get up. It's a huge mess. Huge mess. Let's see. RV Plus 3. Hey, there's my friends. We use something like that, and they work great. See? They're pretty handy. Yep. Michelle says, seen that on TV or something like it. I know. They're really handy. I'm telling you guys. And I've used them, so I know. Yep. RV Jean saying, long time no see, buddy. Hope you're doing great. I'm up here in the middle of Colorado in the Rocky Mountains, having fun, enjoying that low humidity and these nice temperatures. Ooh la la. I think I would love these things too. They look great, no mess, no fuss. Yeah, they're just handy, just super handy. Thanks for letting us know about all the cool stuff and have an awesome day, everybody. Oh, well, thanks for being here. Thanks so much. I appreciate you being here. We're just going to go through a few of these, maybe stay for a little while and let people know what's going on. Okay, Johnny says it's about 18 cents a load. It's pretty cheap and doesn't take up much space. That's the thing. Doesn't take up much space. That is huge. Big deal. So especially if you're traveling, imagine backpacking or something and trying to clean. Woo! So Michelle says, send some low humidity to Middle Tennessee. Yeah, I know. I woke up today, not to brag, I'm bragging. It was like, I don't know, 15% humidity. Sort of nice. No matter how warm it is, that humidity is like, oh, this doesn't feel like anything. I hate to say the word dry heat, but it's like a dry heat, but it's just sort of nice, chillaxing, and I love this. Okay, so we did the laundry soap. Moving on. Let's see what else we got. Let me go back to my list of fun things in my storefront. Once again, if you guys are following along, we're going to my Amazon storefront. We are seeing what is all for Prime Day. What I'm going to share next is something I also use about every day, and I don't want to use every day. And I think my dog is terrified of me because I use this every day. So here it is, guys. Can you take a guess what it is? It's a bug zapper. It's a really cool handheld bug zapper. Now, you can laugh at me all day long, but this thing works. It only takes like a couple of mosquitoes, flying insects, something to make my day not very fun. This is 46% off on Prime Day. 46% off. Okay. If you do not have a bug zapper somewhere in your list of things that you have in your rig, in your camping experience, you are missing out, because this thing, I will admit, it's a little fun too. It works. It really works. but it lets you get things right when you need them. Like as opposed to them waiting to get to someplace away, you just zap that puppy and you're good to go. Flies, I don't care what it is, it's gone. Battery operated, love, love, love. This has been, I don't know how many people out there have told me this is one of the things I needed to get initially. It's not that big. It does have a nice, easy handle. So it's only what it says, 8.5 inches wide. Yeah, not that bad. But 46% off. You could get one. You could get two. You could get 2 in 1. I guess that's the green. It comes in different colors here. Champagne pink, maybe. Ooh la la. Look at that. Just super handy. So it's not good for bees. Okay. So you say it's not good for flies because they're really big, and it could catch a fire. So you just got to be careful of these things. But it's really good for us, especially those little pesky no-see-ums. Oh my gosh. Wow. When you need it, you need it. When you're outside camping or, at a picnic, these things are the bomb. Yep. Super handy. Super, super, super handy. All right, let's see. We've got some people here. They're saying stuff. Let's see. Here we go. It's really hot in the VA in Virginia today. Yes, it is. I've been watching all the temperatures of what's been going on. And RV1G says, I have the Harbor Freight one. Yeah, it's just one of those things to have. Super handy. I think it's too big. It's more like a tennis racket. Oh, Rosie's finding bugs trying to come in the RV. Yeah, you don't want to get the big ones. You want to get a little one that's like little enough that you can, easily hand and not be so large to also put somewhere. So I like that one. Okay, let's keep going. Rosie's protecting me from flying insects that want to get inside the RV. That's her job, right? She's my awesome protector. Okay, let's see what else we have on the list. Go through. We talked about laundry soap. Talked about Blue Eddies. Let's see. Collapsible water jugs is on sale. It's okay. I really wish they had some good packing cubes on sale. That would be really super handy. If you are into backseat car organizers and that's something that you like and you need, I will share my screen. I'll show you what we've got back here. We've got a few for sale. These are $15.99, and I've used these in the past. Just depends on what you have and what you need them for. I turn my seats around a lot, so whatever I have has to be really narrow, or not narrow, but really thin. So it's handy for stuff. If you have stuff to put somewhere, you can organize it and stick it all away. It's not just for kids; it's for adults. Whether it be like stationery, things for work, getting ready for the beach, whatever it looks like. They're 16 inches wide and 2 feet long. Really, really nice. If you want to do, and they just clip in, and they come in different colors. So I think I had the beige ones at one time for the van. Really, really handy. These are nice. Sheila says, yeah, I have the Harbor Freight one too, but it works. Yeah, if those things work for you, that's the way to do it. And I do love a good Harbor Freight, especially when they have good sales. All right, let me stop sharing. And let's see what else we can find, shall we? Ooh, we're shopping. Okie dokies. Here we go. Let's talk about more power. We need more power. But this one's handy, and I'll tell you why. This is something I highly recommend. I got this for all my kids, and I have one too. If you do not have a small solar charger power bank, okay, this is a tiny one, but it's handy, especially emergencies. When we get tornado drills, not drills, but tornadoes. You can charge your phone on it. You can always keep it plugged in. It has 2 charging modes. It also has a flashlight. So you can charge 3 devices simultaneously, which I like about these things. And the light is important. So if you've ever been in a disaster, you know how about a flashlight, you really need a flashlight. So I like the idea of this. It's multi-purpose, and it does the job, and it charges essentially for free using solar. So they're $15.99. They're 16% off. Another good Prime Day deal. One of those things everyone needs to have, a solar charger. I like this. All right, let me go to the next one. Let me stop sharing there. And let's see what else we can find. Lots of cool things on our camping and travel essentials. Let me go to our next group, which is travel gadgets. Ooh, I do love me a good travel gadget. Oh, there's a good one. You're going to like this. You guys have asked me about this one before. Which one do you, oh wait, I got to pull up the thing. Hold on. Let me pull it up. This is something I use And I use it for lots of stuff actually. But it is, if you don't have a TV and you like watching movies, or you may have to give a presentation and you need something like this, this is super handy. This is the Nebula Capsule 3 laser projector. Now this has got a smart TV in it too, so you can do Netflix, Amazon. You can watch all that stuff. They're really handy. Now these are not on the cheap side, but they are 28% off. So if you're looking for something interesting with really great, screen, it's as tiny as a beer can. That's all it is. It's as tiny as a beer can. I love this thing. So when I do presentations and I go places and they don't have a projector, guess what I use? I use this. Connect it to my computer, connect it to a lot of stuff. It's just fantastic. I also do this. I also put it on my ceiling, which is sort of crazy, but it's handy. And this is one of those, it's a bit of a luxury item, not going to lie, but it's really handy. It's just really nice. So they have them in different kinds of qualities too. So, but they're all about the same size. So this is the laser one. I think they have a 1080p version, some other things, but definitely a cool thing to have. Yeah. If you guys have any questions on it, let me know. Cause it says 2.5 hours of long time playtime. It has a speaker built in, which is actually pretty good. And HD quality is 1080p. There we go. Now we're talking. And it's intelligent. It has autofocus. Autofocus is nice because then you don't have to worry about, you just point and go and we're good. So it's 55% smaller than many of the other ones that are out there. But I really like the Google TV part. So, because I'll watch my YouTube on the ceiling. It's pretty funny. But they're nice. Just a cool idea. All right, let's go to our next one. Let me see. Let me remove that. What can we possibly come up with next? We're looking at travel gadgets. Travel gadgets that are cool. Let's see. Oh, wow. There's that. Some of these are really, very vehicle specific. So the RV bidet is not on sale. Sorry, guys. Phone holders and book holders are on sale, which is always good. And that lovely little silicone car mount, which, people laugh at this thing. This is another one that I've sworn by for years now because I have it in all my vehicles. And no matter how fancy I get with stuff out there, this is 43% off. Okay, it's $11.39. Comes in every color, shape, and size imaginable, it seems. But if you have a pop socket on the back of your phone, if you have anything that you put in the back of your phone, because I have like a little wallet I put in the back of my phone, this works great. And it stays put, and I love this. So, Johnny's got to get back to work. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. What software are you using to share your screen? Is that StreamYard? Yes, I am using StreamYard. Thanks for asking. I do love my StreamYard. Been using it for a while now. I say later, Johnny. See ya. I use this when you see video sometimes of me driving on the road. I will stick my phone there or a video screen there, and I will record from that. That is exactly what I have my phone on. So I don't have a camera outside my rig. I have a camera inside my rig in my dash, and it's just recording as I drive. That is a super handy thing. If you're using GPS, if you use your phone for GPS, and you want to put somewhere safely, because a lot of these, like I have a phone holder for mine, which has these claws, and it's very hard to put in there and get out. This is easy to pick up and go. Pick up and go. You're good to go. So I've been using mine for, oh my gosh, the past 3 RVs, at least. Yeah, super handy. I will drop the link for that in the chat because once again, that's something I highly recommend. Just, it's not going to break the bank and it's worth it. So, hello. What do we call this? Call it phone holder. We'll call it phone holder so you guys can know what it is. Phone holder. And for those of you guys watching the replay, I'm typing these in the interactive chat so everyone can get the deals as I talk about them. So if I'm pausing, you know what it is. Sorry about that. And if you're interested in catching me live, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to get notified. So when I do things like this, you can find out about it first too and be in the interactive chat with us. Love that. All right, let me stop sharing this one. Hello, hit the wrong button. All right, let's find out what the next one's going to be, shall we? So we talked about the phone holder. Let's see what else we have. I like, I've had this in two of my vehicles and two of my RVs, and this has really come in handy. This is an organizer. We talked about having organizational stuff. This is a visor organizer, and when I always put, like, insurance, a travel card, my America the Beautiful pass, things that I need really, like, quite quickly. Super handy for these things. So they come in different colors. They have black, beige. I think they got a gray too. There you go. For pretty much every vehicle, and it works for everything. So I can put cords in there. It has a zipper pouch, which I like. So you don't want to put a lot of stuff in there, but enough just in case. And it's got two elastic bands that it attaches to. Really handy. I've tried to, if you want to put credit cards, I would never put a credit card, but maybe like a rewards card, if you're like a Loves or Pilot rewards card or something of that nature, something that you use, immediately. I also like it if you were to get pulled over, heaven forbid, you would have all your stuff immediately there, and you could just, instead of going into a thing, if you're reaching up, most officers are okay with you reaching up as opposed to reaching down. So this is a really nice thing for that. I like that. Super, super, super handy. It's on sale, 20% off. It's $11.18. Okay, let's go to the next one. Ooh, this is so much fun. Okay, like shopping without shopping. What can I say? Let me go to our next category. So we're in travel gadgets. Let's see what our next category is. Our next category is RV DIY. Okay, so one of the things people keep asking about insulation and things like that, a lot of that is not on sale today. So just, most of that stuff doesn't go on sale. It sort of is what it is. So I don't think we have a lot of stuff in RV DIY. But let me look in our next category, which is, and let me share my screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Okay. So as you can see, this is my Amazon page. Picture me. There's Rosie. Hello. We've been doing this for a while. Travel lifestyle gear and style. So we've gone through some of our Prime deals, camping favorites, tiny living, traveling with pets, RV and camper van essentials. Went through a couple travel gadgets. Not much in DIY today. Let's see what we have in women's, because you know how much I love my heated vest. Ooh, the heated vest is on sale. Very nice. And wool socks. What? No way. Let's talk about that heated vest, because I have this heated vest and I think it's the bomb. And if you don't have one, I would recommend you consider getting one. We always get the winter stuff, in the summertime. So this would be a good time to get one of these. I fell in love with this, of all places, in Arkansas. It was a cold fall day, and I'm like, this is pretty handy. These are 21% off. They're $134. So you're going to save a little less on these, which is nice. They come in different colors. They come in black. Oops, let me go back here. White, if you want white, gray, or blue. I have the blue one. I think I have the blue one. And they're really handy. So here's the bottom line. On high, it lasts 3 hours. On medium, it lasts 6. On low, it lasts 10 hours. So honestly, I use mine more on low than anything, because it's just enough just to break the chill and you feel really good. It has a little battery in it, which is nice. So it's tiny. It's not going to, make it be a huge problem. And then it shows where it actually heats. It does the collar and, of course, like in the front. And it's water resistant, which is big. Love that, because sometimes in the fall it can be there. It's about hip length. And it's very flattering on. Matter of fact, it gives you the size chart, which is nice. But the bottom line is, I think even my sticker has a picture of me with this vest on. So I really like this vest. It's been really handy. And they have them in men's too. So it says, I'd like to get a full coat if you're going to go heated. Well, yes and no. Because sometimes you get the full coat and it's not the sleeves anyways. It's just the body. And you sit there and you go, well, what was the point of that? But unless you're looking for windbreakers and things like that, totally agree with you on that. Totally agree with you on that one. Very cool. All right, let me stop sharing that. Let's go see what else we have in our lovely little thing. I think my socks, my merino wool socks are on sale. So you guys can go take a look at that. I won't bore you guys with clothes. But my favorite shoes, and I might just order another pair of these, because I don't know how to, I mean, when they're gone, right? These are my Keen shoes, and I know I spent a lot more than $73 when I bought these. Yeah, it's his list price $124. That's probably what I spent for them back in the day. They are really comfortable, and as you see, they're really vibrantly colored, like tie-dye, and they're really great shoes. They're great for stomping around the creeks. They're great for like hanging out and doing stuff and hiking. And it's the ugliest sandal. They call it the world's ugliest sandal, but it's the most practical sandal you'll probably ever get. I love them. Love to wear them all the time. Mine are not as vibrant now because I've been wearing them for, I don't know what, 3-4 years now. But love these sandals. Really, really cute. Okay, let me take that. And let's go back to our original list of things. Let's see. That would be, let's see what we got for winter camping specifically. Because there should be some things for winter camping out that's available. We talked about the outdoor living propane fire pit. That's out there right now. Oh, here we go. Now I know what we're looking at. Hold on. Let me share my screen. This is good. You're going to love this one. I think everyone needs a wool blanket of sorts, and a wool blanket and a potential heated blanket. Now, I know this may not be what I call the sexiest, coolest thing to own, but when you need one, and they're super handy. So wool blankets are really nice, and they come in lots of different colors. These are 20% off. They're $31.99. Navy, gray, brown, orange, any color you can think of. I own one of these, and they're pretty thick. They're 64 by 88 inches long. So they're a good size, a really good size. They're hemmed really well. You can use them on the beds. You can use them on your bunks. You know, when you go camping, they're just super, super, super handy. And they come in all these really cool colors. So a basic wool blanket should be in everyone's go-to. And if you don't have one, I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now so you guys can think about getting one of these, or just stick it in your cart for down the road. That's the way I like to look at it, because that's how I do sometimes. I just put it in my cart, and then when it comes on sale, and there you go. But just a basic one. You don't have to go too fancy. You just need something to, use. There you go. Stanley McFall showed up. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. RV McGee says, he says, I need some new shoes. I love slip-on shoes these days, a.k.a. getting older. Understand that, buddy. Who doesn't love a good slip-on shoe, right? That's right. All right. I love these. What color would you get if you're going to order one? I'm just curious. What would be your favorite color? We've got a little over 11 people in the chat right now just watching. What color would you buy for a wool blanket? I'm curious. I think right now I would get probably the brown. I think I have a brown one, but yeah, these are really neat. I think these are cool. Oh, Turnbulls are like, I'll get the blue one. Yeah, the blue one's cute. Blue one's really cute. I think I need to get one for, I have one for my bed, but I don't have one for the other bed because I have twins. I probably should get two. I just have one. Okay, Stanley wants the blue. Tracy's here. Hey, gray and blue for me. Good for you. Good call. I like that one. Everyone's liking the blue. The blue is pretty cool. Blue is really cool. All right, let me remove this, and let's look and see what we can come up with next. Ooh, okay, what is next on our list of cool things to find? They're looking at winter camping ideas. If you have a vehicle and you do a lot of traveling, especially on some of these roads where they can close, it's a big deal. If you do not have a wool blanket, then you need to have a heated car blanket. Okay, this is a 12 volt, goes into your cigarette lighter, and these are really handy. I have one of these as well, and I try to put this in all my kids' cars because even though we're in the South, sometimes things happen, and you can get stuck out there, and it does get cold in the South. So these are handy. It folds up to 11 by 10 by 5. It weighs just a little under 3 pounds. But imagine being stuck somewhere. Maybe you're stuck in your car and you have to turn off. You don't have any heat. This would be a way that you still remain warm and I don't want to use the word survive, but just be comfortable. Let's say be comfortable. So you can wash it, which is important, but it comes in different colors. It comes in let's see, has a little plaid there. There's just an old charcoal, a black and white and gray. There's the blue, an orange one. I think I have the red and black. I think I have the lumberjack print. I like that one. That one's, I think, probably the classic. And you can find those. G says he liked the gold color because it really pops, but otherwise I'd get an olive green or brown. I know. Gotta have a pop of color, man. Gotta do something a little different. All right, we got a few more deals, and then we're going to close today because there's a lot going on, and I know you guys are busy. But let's see what else we have in the hopper here. If you know me, you know how much I love a good camping chair. And I've been looking at camping chairs. Now, I will say this. Let me share my screen. I have a lot of camping chairs in my my chair section because I like them, and they're fun. And sometimes you want a couch, and sometimes you want a sectional. These are huge, right? Sometimes you want a heated chair. Sometimes you want, a Pico chair. These things are really cool. They're not cheap. Sometimes you have lots of room and you're going to get this, I call it a half moon chair. Those are neat. Oh, but there they are. The Alpha padded chairs are on sale for $71. They're normally $88. So you're going to save some money on that. Those are nice. Any other chairs for sale? Oh, the small ones, the little collapsible ones. Sometimes, I don't know why, the smaller the chair, the more expensive they are. Those are on sale, but they're $119, down from $149. Those are good chairs. Your basic camping chair is on sale for $25, which I still think they should be $5, but that's just me. And then if you are a person who needs a bigger chair, like a lot of my family, they're on sale as well for $55. So lots of different chairs, lots of different things to think about. I love the ones with that rock. Actually, I love this one. I'm never going to have this because I don't have a truck. But who doesn't want a cool hammock on the back of their tailgate? I think that would be fun. I think that would be a blast. I don't know who I can convince to get that, but I would like that one. That'd be a fun thing. Fun. Okay, nice. All right, let's go backwards and see what else we've got. Those are all the chairs we have. Nothing massive on sale. Let's see if we have anything on sale in RV cooking. Any major deals for RV cooking? Oh, there's a 5-ingredient cooking for 2. Robin has a great book out. Love that one. It's on sale for $5.79. And if you need a colander, boy, did I need a colander the other day. Those are on sale for $263. I don't know what happened to mine. I don't know where that thing went to. Not much in the RV cooking section that's for sale. A few things, not a lot. Okay, let's go back and see what other sections we have left. We're down to the bottom. Ooh, holiday. Yeah, I did have a holiday gift idea, but I'll have to update that for this year. So just be aware when it comes holiday time, I'll be redoing that one. And then these are some sleep essentials, some cutesy things. If you like bed liners, okay, this is interesting. If you've never seen these before, let me show you what they are. Let me stop sharing my screen and we'll share that specifically. Let's see. They're really cute. It's a cute idea. Okay. Here we go. Whoops, wrong one. There we are. Okay, bed liner. All they are sort of like adult sleeping bags, but it's like a sleeping sack. They're like, if you go to hostels and things like that, they're just super easy. They're really handy. And if you're okay with that, and they're breathable material, they're compact and portable. You can bring them with you. Let's say you like to go places and try different things and you want your own sheets. There you go. Instead of a sleeping bag, it's like camping sheets. That's all. Really handy. Really, really nice. Now, what sizes? They have different sizes. So they have 45 by 82, 63 by 82, and 70 by 82. So depending on what you want. This is also for people who don't really like the whole, they want different kinds of sheets for their RV, for like twins and bunks and things like that. It's a really handy idea. Yeah. I got a nice 10-person tent for a good deal. Good for you. I'm telling you, there's some cool things out there. It's a great day to go shopping and find things. I love those, and keeps your bedding clean. That's another thing. That's a really good point. They're really handy. Yep. Really, really handy things. Because there are some expensive things out there for bedding. And yeah, you want to just see what you can find and go from there. Yep. All right, let me share my screen on that one. And let's see if we have anything else to share. Oh my gosh, so many cool things out here today. I think that is the majority of what we're going to be seeing today, as far as deals go. And bottom line is, guys, if you're looking for anything to buy today, if you can do me a favor. Years ago, this was the way it worked. And I don't know if it still works this way, but we're going to try. If you buy anything from any of the links that I've shared, or if you go to my storefront first and then start shopping, I will get little teeny tiny penny referrals out of these. Okay. We're not going to get rich off this, but little teeny tiny penny referrals. And this is what helps fund our Smile Fund. Okay. So let me once again tell you how that Smile Fund works. That Smile Fund, it helps other people in need. When people, I might get a message that says, hey, guess what? my engine is gone. And I'll use my friend Eugene as a good example. If you don't know Eugene Music, he goes to Scully Swarm and Van Life, and he participates, and he is a fantastic musician, and he has a great little, like, I won't say box truck, and makes into a stage, and he performs. He does a great job. Oh, Rosie, that was me. Sorry. So good guy, but he was stuck in the middle of Colorado and needed an engine replacement, and found a really reputable person who was willing to replace it and do all the work, but it was going to cost $9,000. Now, we don't have $9,000 in our Smile Fund, but we were able to donate some and assist so he could, and he also, helped and did some things. He did a whole big little campaign and did it online and in person, and did the best he could. But it's nice when we can help people out like that, because they're good people in our community. When they need help, we want to be there for them. So that's where the money goes. And we just appreciate you guys spending time with us today and sharing this Amazon Prime Day deals. And if you see anything you like, fantastic. If it's something you need, even better. But if you're going to go shopping today, just please, please, please click on that storefront for Charlie Grace Adventures first, and then go shopping. We really do appreciate it. And a lot of our community members appreciate it too. So until next Prime Day, I wonder what we're going to find then. Have fun, be safe, travel safe, happy tales, go shopping. Have a great day. We'll see y'all later. And just remember, Wednesday. Oh, forgot Wednesday. Don't forget Wednesday. I go live every Wednesday. So it's Behind the Wheel Wednesday. And we're going to be talking about some things. I have new discounts I'll be putting out there for a lot of people who want to join RV Help. If you want to go to rvhelp.com, the new member discount is literally new member, and you get 20% off. We just had her on for a live stream the other day, and we just got the discount. So I want to pay that forward too. So everybody have a great week, and we will see everyone later.